Hi, all. Welcome to another episode of Seven Hermetics, Finding Balance and Harmony Every Day. As you know, I teach about the Hermetic Principles, and so today we're talking about Aries. So Aries is the first symbol in the zodiac. It starts off the zodiac from March 21st to April 19th. And the symbol there is of the ram. And the ram is known for its headstrong nature and its ability to climb to great heights. It's also known as the I am. And so each zodiac sign has an I statement. And this really identifies with the characteristics of the self. And so Aries tends to be one that goes within, maybe selfish, self-centered, but that all has to do with this nature around the head. And we'll go through some of the traits that go along with Aries. And so the dominant trait is courage. And we see that Aries is dominated by the planet Mars, and we'll go into this in a little bit, but Mars traits is the warrior, and we see that there's a lot of traits that go along with the warrior, including courage, but it could also be this excitable, impulsive leadership role, optimistic, but also open to change. So when we look at the elements, we look at specifically for Aries, this is a fire sign. And so we specifically look at cardinal fire. And so again, cardinal fire is a combination of the two astrological concepts. So again, we talk about cardinal being about initiation, leadership, and action. And it's a starter sign. So they take the lead and are focused in setting things in motion. So this is a double energy here for Aries, right? Because we have this headstrong leadership position being the first in the zodiac, and it's being reinforced here by the cardinal fire. So again, Aries is a cardinal sign, is a natural leader, always eager to begin new projects and take risks. And remember, the element of fire represents passion, energy, enthusiasm, creativity. And fire signs tend to be dynamic, spontaneous, and often fearless with their approach to life. So with Aries being a fire sign, it amplifies the impulsive, energetic, and passionate nature. So again, each zodiac sign is represented by a part of the body. And so like I mentioned, Aries is the first of the zodiac. And so this is represented by the head. And so if you know any Aries, they tend to have issues with headaches, migraines, sinus pressure, just things going on in and around the head. And so, like I was speaking of, the planet that rules Aries is Mars. So again, this is a planet of physical energy, that warrior type energy. It's also linked to sex drive and aggression. And I also, and Mars also, I want to point out, represents assertiveness, drive, and vitality, which often manifests in the body through strength and stamina. So it's also related to the body parts, which rules the muscles, the blood, and the adrenal glands. And it's also part of what regulates the body's fight or flight response. So you see a lot of symbolism here with Aries, and things overlap. And so if we keep this energy in mind as we go through with the body, mind, and spirit, we can see overlapping themes that reoccur. And this is what the Hermetic Principles is about. It's looking at the cosmos and seeing the bigger picture reflected within us. And so we're able to work with trying to figure out how to work through these energies and hopefully try to apply them into our everyday life. So starting off with nourishing the body with nutrition. So we want to look at replenishing nutrients, vitamins, and minerals, especially from the long winter we've just encountered, especially here in the Northern Hemisphere. So we are now in Aries season, which is the springtime. So we have a lot of things blooming. And so this is the time to replace and to revitalize the body. So we want to concentrate on not only these nutrients and vitamins and minerals, but also protein-rich foods. Again, this is going to nourish those muscles that I spoke about. We can even add in some spicy foods to get that cardiovascular system going and to eliminate any inflammation that might be caused by the irritating Mars influence that that can tend to lead to any inflammation in the body, especially in the head, with that Aries body part being very significant. Also want to include leafy greens, which is, again, that nutrient-rich food, and also hydration, right? We want to be able to cool the body. So during the energy of Aries, we're facing a lot of heat, right? We're in a time where the energy is hot, it's impulsive, it's reactive. We're having that, again, that warrior-like attitude and mindset. Anger issues might be coming up. So we're dealing a lot with our temperament and remembering that hydration is not only water, definitely want to drink lots of water and teas, but also oils. So oils like that are nourishing, that could be like olive oil, avocado oil, hemp oil, any of these healthier type oils that will hydrate our nervous system, our joints, to keep us flexible and in motion. So some of the vitamins and minerals, especially that I wanted to point out, are B12, which I spoke a little bit about with the nervous system, because B12 does nourish our nervous system. Magnesium, which again is vital for our muscles to relax, and vitamin C. So that's going to help bring in some of that immune system to replace some of the losses that we've had over the long winter. So I specifically want to talk about nettles today as part of the herbs for Aries. So we see here in the Northern Hemisphere in springtime, nettles is in bloom, and there's a picture there. And nettles is an amazing type of herb that we can include. So nettles, which is the Urtica dioica, is an incredibly nourishing because there's a wide variety of nutrients that support your overall health and vitality. And I've been told it's even more nutritious than spinach and kale. And this grows readily here. So just to name a few vitamins and minerals, so it's high and rich in vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin K, B vitamins, iron, calcium, magnesium, potassium. It also is rich in plant-based protein amino acids, and it supports detoxification by acting as a natural diuretic. So this herb is a water type of herb. So because it works on the kidneys to flush and to detoxify, it helps with the kidneys to flush toxins. It also helps with the urinary tract again too as a diuretic, and can help reduce bloating and puffiness. So this water element is doing so many different things within the body, detoxifying, moving out the toxins from the long winter. It's nourishing. So just doing so many things with that water element, and you could see that symbolically working in the body in that way to help support us through this hot, fiery season of Aries. So if we look specifically at the profile of the plant, the sting of the nettles, which are little sharp needles on the leaves itself, they contain fumaric acid. So this mirrors Mars, the planet Mars, aggressive, forceful, inflammatory nature within the body. And it actually is energizing. It gives us energy, and nettles water energy will cool, again, the hot nature of the season in the mind, body, and soul realms. So as I mentioned, it grows during the Aries season, which is again at the beginning of spring. So it's packed with nutrition to help revitalize the body. And I also want to point out, I mentioned it's high in iron, which also is what we find Mars rich in, right? It's a planet of iron. So again, we find so much reflection in the as above and so below. So two ways I like to incorporate nettles is I make a tea. You could do fresh or dried, and you just pour hot water on them, let them steep for a good 15-20 minutes, make a really rich tea, and you're good to drink it that way. The fumaric acid will not bother you. I always start with taking a few sips at a time, see if you have any reactions. Very few people have a reaction to it, but always take new herbs slowly. But the fumaric acid, you're able to digest it, and actually it's very good and stimulating for your digestion. So another way to use them is cooking them. So you can throw them into soups and stews, just like you would any other green vegetable. And you get the full benefits of nettles that way. Okay, so moving into the movement part of how to stimulate the Aries body. So remember, during Aries season, again, the energy is high, dynamic, and assertive. And so because Aries is ruled by Mars, it's all about action, initiation, and physical strength. So really the best exercise for Aries should match that fiery go-getter spirit. Here, so I'm going to just go through 5 examples that I think are really great for the Aries season because it really matches what we've been talking about. So you can look at high intensity interval training. So because Aries thrives on intensity and action, this is the perfect type of workout to tap into this energy. So high interval training involves short bursts of intense exercise followed by brief rest periods. So providing a full body workout, so that'll build your strength, endurance, and cardiovascular fitness. So it helps to really get the circulation moving. Again, we were thinking about the blood and iron and that Aries and Mars interaction. And so this quick pace, challenging routine mirrors Aries' need for action, excitement, and a sense of accomplishment. So some examples are sprints, jumping jacks, burpees, high knees, mountain climbers, and squat jumps. So something simple you can do right at home. So another thing is kickboxing or martial arts, and that's anything in that category. So again, Aries is ruled by Mars, the planet of warriors and fighters. So kickboxing or martial arts taps directly into the warrior energy of Aries. So these exercises help you channel aggression in a productive way while building strength, flexibility, and coordination. And some examples here, of course, you've got boxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, whatever you feel fits into this area can tap into that warrior type energy. Okay, then you have weightlifting or strength training. So again, Aries is all about strength and assertiveness, and weightlifting can provide a focused, powerful way to build muscle. So strength training is perfect for Aries because it allows you to push your physical limits to get quick results and feel empowered. So some simple examples are deadlifts, squats, bench presses, overhead presses, kettlebell exercise, just really ways to get your strength training in. Okay. Then we've got adventure sports or outdoor activities. So Aries loves challenge, and adventure sports pushes physical and mental boundaries, which Aries thrives on. So whether it's rock climbing, hiking, obstacle course racing, these types of activities align with Aries' adventurous and daring nature. And the last one I want to talk about is cycling or spinning, which I love personally. And Aries loves momentum and speed. And cycling, whether you're indoors or on in a spin class, allows you to channel that high energy drive into a physical challenge. And so that adrenaline rush that you get of pushing yourself up hills or through sprinting taps into competitive or the adventurous side of Aries. So again, whether you're inside or in class, doesn't matter. It'll still channel that for you. So, and I also like to mention classes are really great for accountability. That's just a side note. So, all right, let's go into the mental side. So Aries tends to be mentally stimulated by challenges, novelty, and tasks that demand quick thinking, decision making, and problem solving. So here's some really good ways to engage and stimulate the Aries mind. So definitely challenging mental tests or puzzles, because Aries loves a good challenge and thrives when their mind is tested. So puzzles, games, mental challenges that require quick thinking, strategic moves, and problem solving is perfect for the Aries season. So the mental stimulation from problem solving or puzzles helps to keep them sharp. So whether it's crossword puzzles, Sudoku, chess, whatever you can think of here that fits into this category. So the second one is physical activity with mental focus. So Aries is an action-oriented sign. And so physical activity that also requires focus or strategy can stimulate the mind while keeping engaged. So it taps into their need for both physical movement and mental agility. So we just discussed a lot of these in the last segment. So martial arts, kickboxing, Tai Chi, and a lot of team sports that are fast paced. And sorry, I've got uh, a 7 there. That should be number 3. So exploring new ideas and innovation. So Aries is naturally inclined towards new ideas, innovation, and exploring cutting edge of what is possible. So they enjoy being at the front of change and discovery. So this could be anything up from reading about new trends in technology and innovation, science, and in inventing new systems can be something that Aries craves due to that mental spark. And the last one is competitive games. So Aries loves to compete. So engaging in mental competitions taps into their natural desire to win and stay mentally sharp. And it gives them a sense of purpose and helps stimulate their mental facilities. So you can try online games, you can do board games, you can do chess, checkers, anything like that that's a mental challenge. So talking about the Aries energy in the soul and spirit. So to absorb the energies for your soul, you need to tap into the qualities that define Aries as a fire sign ruled by Mars. So you'll see boldness, passion, courage, and action. Aries energy is dynamic, direct, and pioneering. So it's all about that forward movement and embracing challenges. So that first example, we have step into leadership. So Aries is a natural leader who loves to take charge and lead the way. As we can see, it's the first sign in the zodiac. So absorbing Aries energy means tapping into your own leadership qualities and taking responsibility for your goals. So own your power, take control of your decisions and responsibility, lead by example, whether it's your personal life or at work, and then stepping up to the plate when others hesitate. Aries energy is all about taking initiative and guiding others with confidence. So trust your inner leader and be the one to make things happen. So number 2, tap into your inner warrior. So Aries is ruled by Mars, the warrior planet, and it brings out the fight, the determination, and courage in all of us. So absorbing Aries energy means tapping into your inner strength to face challenges head on. So ways to do that is to face your fears directly and take on obstacles with a warrior mindset. Aries energy empowers you to tackle difficulties without hesitation. So engage in empowering activities that make you feel like a warrior, whether it's physical exercise, standing up for yourself, or fighting for what you believe in. And then surround yourself with Aries-like energy. So Aries is a fire sign that exudes energy and vitality. And one of the easiest ways to absorb their energy is by surrounding yourself with like-minded people who embody these qualities. So by socializing with energetic, confident people who inspire you, or by being around those who embody the boldness, drive, and enthusiasm of Aries can help you mirror that energy. So, and also by creating a vibrant environment that reflects the energy of Aries, whether it's a dynamic playlist, bright colors, or a space that encourages action and creativity. And the last one is engaging with your passion. So Aries is driven by passion. So during Aries season, it's vital to connect with what makes you feel alive and excited. And so ways you can nourish this for your spirit is to pursue a passion project that excites you, whether it's something artistic, entrepreneurial, or physical. Aries energy thrives when you pour your heart into something you love. So dive deep into creative outlets that ignite your imagination, like painting, writing, dancing, or playing an instrument. So this is just fuel for your spirit to enjoy and be inspired by. So focus on starting new ventures, challenge yourself, and pursue what excites you. So with physical activity, passion projects, and moments of adventure, this will energize your soul and align you with the fiery essence of Aries. By allowing yourself to be brave, assertive, and passionate, and take this time to embark on new journeys that ignite your inner fire. This season is all about beginning anew, courageously stepping forward, and living authentically. And in doing so, you'll nourish your spirit with all the vibrant energy Aries has to offer. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining. If you enjoy this, please like and subscribe, and please share with a friend. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll be back with a next episode soon. Bye. Take care.